What was Oklahoma doing well to where you guys just couldn't find the equalizer there in that second half?
Well, I mean, you got to give them credit. They responded well to the two gifts that we gave them in the first half. Perfect pass by our defender right to their striker, and she responded well by putting the ball into the crossbar over our goalkeeper, who was kind of caught by surprise with the pass by our defender, and a good shot, to be able to beat her from that distance, from about 25 yards. And then, the corner kick, unfortunate with our keeper caught a little bit off balance with all the numbers in the box. She tried to put the ball over the crossbar, hits the crossbar, takes a funky bounce, and then our players were just too soft and weak to not head the ball away from there. And their players said, "Okay, sure, I'll head it in." So they get those two chances, which were kind of their two chances on the day, and then for us to, a good response by Mia getting the goal to bring it back to 1-1 initially. And then, for the rest of the time, just, with us being able to kind of come close and, kicking the ball out of bounds for most of the day or shooting at the goalkeeper's hands was a kind of the rest of it. So just disappointing. Just wasn't good enough. And in this league, you're going to go up against teams that are athletic and tough, and you got to give Oklahoma credit because they were tough today and they worked hard, and they came in here and they battled hard, and they deserved to win, and they deserved to win because they out-battled us, and that's what they got.
I feel like we've talked with you several times throughout the season about finishing chances. Are you starting to see a pattern on why you guys are having such a hard time doing it game in, game out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So several of it's difficult because we've got some great players on this roster that are outstanding finishers and are coming back from ACL injuries, and they're going to be outstanding in 2025. And so for having other players step up to fill those roles is something that just kind of continues to be something that's not really their role. Their setup artists are having to kind of go into different points, and that's tough to have people do things that are not what they're not used to having to do. And the rest of the team is kind of hanging on their picking up what other people are not used to doing. So that's where we are. So we can outshoot teams and we can outpossess teams, and you don't get points for that.
Coach, how do you think about Sydney's Fuller's performance today? And I know she had a 1-0 win last game, but how did that transition today, and how did you feel about the performance?
Well, she's coming off an injury, and it's tough to when you're having to deal with that, and I know she was kind of hurting today, so it's tough for her.
And what do you think about the team shot selection, and how will you look to improve on that versus offense?
We'll do our best. This is on me. I mean, I take full responsibility for all of it because I think because when I can go into a week and predict exactly how the other team is going to score goals potentially, that this is how the other team could score, and then they come in and they actually score exactly how we predict that they could score. I feel pretty feel half profit. So I take full responsibility for how it did happen because we saw how it might happen, and then I just didn't prepare the team well enough for solving it because we said how it was going to be. We thought we prepared them for how it might happen, and then it happened. So I feel bad that I didn't prepare the team well enough to be able to handle it. We thought we set up some situations by showing some scenarios by which we could score more goals, and when we created some situations where we just didn't finish it off. You got to give their goalkeeper a lot of credit because she did a good job.
You guys got two pretty tough matches coming up this next week. Just what was your message to your team, knowing it stays pretty tough these next few days?
Well, that we were the kind of the cause for the goals today, both for us, a great goal that Mia scored, and some great chances that we created that we've got to do a better job of putting the ball in the back of the other team's net instead of putting the ball in the back of our net. And so can we do a better job, and can we work harder to make sure that those goals are all on our side of the tally sheet, because we can do it. When we're good, we're really good, and when we're not good, we're really not good. And it's just a matter of our effort and our emphasis on how we're going to take care of all the little things that make it great.
And then it looked like coming into the second half, you guys had gotten close on a lot of those goals, like tighter shots. But then in the second half, they were all a bit further away. What was the difference between those?
Well, you got to give OU a lot of credit. I mean, they had a lot of people back behind the ball. I mean, I think OU only took one shot in the second half. I mean, that was, you give our girls a lot of credit. We put them under a lot of pressure, but OU had a lot of people back, and those spaces just became a lot tighter for our players. And you know, we had the one ball that went over the top. We had the one ball that was shot at the goalkeeper's hands. We had another ball that was just a little bit wide. Had another ball that we played across the face that we dummied across and caught people by surprise in the back post. Had another ball that we missed near post. Had another ball that we played across and hit a player. Had another ball that we shot and was blocked. Had another ball that we kind of went 1-2 and ran into another person. Had another ball that we I can go on and on. So, and they had a corner kick. So that's how the half went.
Alrighty, thanks.
Thank you.